Write a function, pyramid string, that takes in a string and prints the following pyramid pattern. So here we assume that our string will not have any spaces in between, and if there are not enough characters to fill a line, we use star characters to pad it. So here, given the string A, B, C, D, E, notice that we have A on the first line, B, C on the second line, and D, E star on the third line. So here we have 1 character on the first line, 2 characters on the second line, and 3 characters on the third line. And since we only have D and E to work with, we need 3 characters, so we pad it with 1 star character. And next, we are given a string A, B, C, D, E, F. Similarly, we have A on the first line, B, C on the second line, and D, E, F on the third line. And here, our third line is supposed to have 3 characters, and we have D, E, F. So everything is perfect, and we do not need to pad anything with stars. Next, we are given A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So same, we have A on the first line, B, C on the second line, D, E, F on the third line, and G on the fourth line. And here, the fourth line needs to have 4 characters, and we only have G. So we pad it with 3 star characters, and thus we get G triple star. And next, we are given A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So similarly, A on the first line, B, C on the second line, D, E, F on the third line, and everything else on the fourth line. So here, the fourth line is going to have 4 characters, and we only have G, H, I. So we pad it with 1 star character. So do pause this video and take a while to give this a try before taking a look at the answer. So before we jump right into writing the code, let's take a look at how this works. So let's say we have the string A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And next, we are going to draw the pyramid that results from this. So A, then B, C, then D, E, F, and then G with a triple star. So here, let's figure out some patterns that go into this pyramid pattern. So first things first, we have the length of row. So here, this is going to be 1 because that's just A. This is going to be 2, this is going to be 3, and this is going to be 4. So here, the length of our row will simply increase by 1 at each time. And other than the length of the row, we also need to focus on the index of our beginning character. So here, because A, B, C, D, E, F, G is a string, the index of A is 0, index of B is 1, next is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here, we have the start index. So here, the starting index of A is going to be 0, and the starting index of B is going to be 1. And next, we start from a D, which happens to be a 3. And afterwards, we start from a G, which happens to be a 6. So here, notice that we add 1, we add 2, and we add 3. So next, this is going to be 0, this is 1, this is 3, and this is 6. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and onwards. So first, let's write some code to be able to print out these numbers. So here, our first step will be to define pyramid, and pyramid will take in a string. And since we need to keep track of our starting index as well as the length of the row, let's create these variables first. So row length is equals to 1 at first, and start index is going to be 0 at first. So next, we need to write a loop to iterate through this. However, since we are not clear on our ending point, let's just use our while loop first. So here, while true, I'm going to print row length. And at the end of every iteration, row length will increase by 1. So plus equals to 1. Next, I also need to take care of the starting index. So I'm going to put start index here. So next, let's add a temporary break. So if row length is more than equals to 4, I'm just going to break. So this is temporary and we'll change it later. So pyramid A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And let's run this. So let's make this more than 4. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. So here the start index is not increasing, and we need to make it increase. And remember that our start index increases by 1, 2, and 3, and so on. So here, before we add 1 to row length, start index will plus equals to row length. And so, if we print this once again, we are going to have 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 3, and 4, 6. So here, we have managed to generate the starting index of every row. So instead of printing this, let's simply print string and we slice. So start index. So here we have to create an end index, and we have start index plus row length. So let's run this and let's see what happens. So here we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So we are almost there. So now what's left is just to add the padded star characters. So here, let's simply assign this to line. So next we simply print line, and we also print the number of spaces that we need. So that we can get from row length minus length of line. And so if we run this once again, we are going to get 0, 0, 0, and 3. And this is correct because we do actually need 3 star characters to pad our final line. So here, we simply put this in a bracket and we multiply this with our star character. And we change this comma to a plus. And if we run this once again, we will get our correct answer. However, remember that we have this. So if let's say we put GHIJK, we are going to be missing K. So here we need to get rid of this. And instead, we need a more general break statement. So here, if our start index is more than the length of our string, we know for sure that the characters in the string has run out. So if start index is more than the length of string, we simply break. So once again, let's try this. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K with 4 stars. And if we reduce this, we will still get the correct answer. And similarly, let's get rid of all of this. And we'll have A, B, C, and D star star. So this is still correct. So let's say I have a very long string, and let's see whether this still works. So once again, let's run this. And here we have it, it still works. So let's add 2, and let's see what happens. And here we have it, our function still works as per normal. So once again, thanks for watching, and hopefully this was clear and easy to understand. See you in the next one.